Today we are going to discuss about that two-dimensional heat equation in polar coordinates. In polar coordinates. So, what is the difference between that Cartesian and polar? Cartesian coordinates, there are two coordinates are there, x comma y, whereas polar coordinate is we are writing that r comma theta. That means here we can write that y equal to f of x. Here we can write that r equal to f of theta. Yes. So here, what is the Cartesian coordinates equation for two-dimensional heat equation is del square u equal to 0. That means dou square u by excuse me, dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square equal to 0. It is a steady state equation. Unsteady state equation is you have to add the dou u by dou t equal to alpha square dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square. Okay, this is a unsteady state equation. Whereas here we can write that del square u equal to 0, same thing, but that equation is dou square u by dou r square plus 1 by r dou r by dou theta plus 1 by r square dou square, sorry, this is wrong. Dou u by dou r, dou square u by dou theta square, that is equal to 0. Fine. Um, Whereas steady state equation is unsteady state. It is a steady state equation. It is steady state equation. Unsteady state equation is dou u by dou t equal to k by rho into c 1 by r square dou square u by dou theta square plus 1 by r 1 by r dou u by dou r plus dou square u by dou r square. Okay, fine. You know that what is that k by rho c here is alpha square. You know that k is thermal conductivity, rho is the density, c is the specific heat capacity. One of the important MCQ. Fine. Write the solution of Laplace equation in polar coordinates. See, already I told. Actually, we are seeing that 50 percentage of the syllabus only. That means actually I covered all the syllabus, but problems wise, I'm doing that 50 percentage only because I'm doing for that university examination. Okay, that means I'm doing all the problems based on MCQ, whatever it will come to that university examination. And one more thing, it is very clear, all the questions will come from my notes only. Okay, and for more information, if you want to know that more about this subject, already I sent the book to you. Okay, please you go through that. Even after the examination, also you can go through that. Um, to know about the subject. Okay, anyway, fine. Solution of Laplace equation in polar coordinates. So what is we have to solve? See, for the model examination, all the 5 units. Keep it this as equation number 1. Okay, but what is a variable separable method? By variable separable method, u of r comma theta equal to u of r comma theta equal to r of r, and introduce one more symbol, phi of theta. Phi of theta. Actually, it is not pi. Capital theta is there, but instead of writing this, simply I am writing that pi into pi of theta. So here u is a function of r and pi separately. That means r is a function of r alone, pi is a function of theta alone. So what is dou square u by dou r square? Dou square u by dou r square equal to r double dash of r into pi of theta. Dou u by dou r equal to r dash of r into pi of theta. Dou square u by dou theta square equal to r of r into pi double dash of theta. Okay. Here we can substitute that these values in Laplace equation. We get r square r double dash into pi plus r dash into pi plus r into pi double dash equal to 0. So we can write this as r square r double dash pi plus r dash pi equal to minus r into pi double dash. Therefore, we can cross multiply here. We can take it that pi here. Take it pi outside. R square r double dash plus r equal to minus r pi double dash. In the next step, cross multiply with pi here. Then minus pi double dash pi So here r square r double dash plus r uh, divided by r. Sorry, it is not r, no? R dash equating to some constant k. Okay. So therefore, we can write these two equations as r square r double dash plus r r dash minus ar equal to 0. And then one more equation is phi double dash plus a pi equal to 0. It is equation number 2. Equation. Okay. Put r equal to e power z, because it is in the terms of polar coordinates. We have to convert into Cartesian coordinate and then we can do that. So if you are substituting that r equal to e power z, you have to remember the step. Then we'll get that z equal to log r. So what is r dash here? R dash equal to dr by dr. That is equal to dr by dz into dz by dr. So this can be written as dz by dr is 1 by r. So 1 by r dr by dz. Therefore, dr by dz equal to r into r dash. Cross multiply that r real, then dr by dz equal to r dash. So once again differentiate with respect to r. Once again differentiate with respect to r. We get, so r dash is there na, keep it r, and then differentiation of r is r double dash plus keep it r dash, differentiation of r is 1, and then that is equal to right hand side is d square r by dz square into dz by dr, because it is z is the function of r. So this can be written as d square r by dz square, that is equal to 1 by r. 1 minute wait. So cross multiply that r here, then r square r double dash plus r into r dash equal to d square r by dz square. So the equation to reduce the equation to reduces to d square z by sorry, d square r by dz square minus ar equal to 0. Also one more equation is there, d square pi by d theta square plus k pi equal to 0. Take case 1. Take k is positive. That means take k equal to some lambda square. So k may be the positive or negative. Sorry, lambda may be the positive or negative. K always positive. Therefore, this equation becomes d square r by dz square minus lambda square r equal to 0, and then pi double dash plus lambda square phi equal to 0. So if you are solving this, what is the auxiliary equation? The auxiliary equation is n square minus lambda square equal to 0, m equal to plus or minus lambda, and then m square plus lambda square equal to 0, m equal to plus or minus I lambda. So what is r here? R is a1 r power lambda since before I skip one step here, we can write that first step. So if m equal to plus or minus I lambda, we can write that r equal to a1 e power lambda z plus b1 e power minus lambda z. But e power z is r. But e power z is r. So since we are taking that one, I think. um, So when e power z is r, then A1 r equal to A1 r power z. Sorry, e power z you are taking now. A1 r power lambda plus A2 r power minus lambda. Similarly, for this one, what is phi value? Phi is C1 cos lambda theta plus C2 sin lambda theta. Okay. So if you are multiplying this, we will get that u of r comma theta equal to u of r comma theta equal to a1 r power lambda plus b1 r power minus lambda c1 cos lambda theta plus b1 sin lambda theta is the equation number 1. Case 2. What is case 2? In case k is negative. K is negative. That means k equal to minus lambda square. Then what you get? Phi double dash minus lambda square phi equal to 0. And then d square r by dz square plus lambda square r equal to 0. So what is phi here? Phi is a to e power lambda theta plus b to e power minus lambda theta. That's one. So, but the second one is r equal to c to cos lambda z plus d to sin lambda z. So what is r? C2 cos C2 cos lambda z is log r plus d2 sin lambda log r. So second possible solution is u of r comma theta equal to u of r comma theta equal to a to e power lambda theta a to e power lambda theta plus b to e power minus lambda theta c2 cos lambda log r plus d2 sin lambda log r. Okay, it is equation number 2. This is that one possible solution. It is second one possible solution. Third one possible solution is that in case k equal to 0. Case 3. Case k equal to 0. K equal to 0. Then you can write that d square r by dz square equal to 0. Second one is phi double dash equal to 0. So R equal to A3 Z plus B3 phi equal to C3 theta plus D3. So what is a possible solution here? U of R comma theta equal to A3 log R plus B3 C3 theta plus D3. These are the three possible solutions for two-dimensional heat equation in polar coordinates. And then all these solutions for the steady state equation, not for unsteady state equation. All these solutions are for the steady state two-dimensional heat flow equation in polar coordinates. So what are the important MCQ this uh, two-dimensional heat equation in polar coordinates? One is what is called K by rho C. Second one is what is the steady state heat flow equation? What is the unsteady heat flow equation? What is the condition for steady state? There are two things are there. One is what is the condition for steady state, that is dou E by dou T equal to 0. Okay, that is different. What is the heat flow equation for the steady state? What is the heat flow equation for steady state? That is dou square U by dou R square plus 1 by R. So sorry, uh, dou square. Otherwise, I can write here. You can note down that. Note. There are two types of the MCQs are there. One is what is the steady state condition. Steady state condition is dou U by dou T equal to 0. What is the steady state equation? Both are different. Steady state condition is different. Steady state equation for the one-dimensional heat flow. One-dimensional heat flow is dou square U by dou theta square equal to 0. You know what is the solution of this? U equal to AX plus B. Okay. So, and then one more thing is that steady state equation for two dimension. Steady state equation of two-dimensional heat flow. Condition is same. This will not vary. But for the one-dimensional dou square U by dou T square, na, sorry, not dou theta square. Sorry. Dou X square. Nobody's. Please correct it. If I do any mistake, please correct it. Because you only going to that examination. For the 2 day, once again I'm doing the mistake. Dou X square. Dou square U by dou X square plus dou square U by dou Y square equal to 0. Even for 3 dimension means we have to extend one more thing. Dou square U by dou X square, dou square U by dou Y square, dou square U by dou Z square equal to 0. So these are the possible MCQs. Next, we are going to solve some problems. Problems. First we do with that semicircular plate. Semicircular plate of a thin semicircular plate of radius A. Radius A as its bounding diameter. Bounding diameter kept at temperature 0. And its circumference at a f of theta at a 0 less than theta less than pi. Find the steady state temperature. Find the steady state temperature distribution at any point of the plate. Hmm? Point of the plate. If f of theta equal to k, a constant, find the temperature. Find the temperature. First, we have to draw the diagram for this. This is a x-axis, semicircular plate. It's a semicircular plate. Here you take any point P, r comma theta, r comma theta, so A. Write the solution for this. Take the center of the semicircle. Take the center of the semicircle as pole, and the bounding diameter the bounding diameter AB as initial line. Okay? AB as initial line. That means x-axis, we take x-axis as initial line. So what is the temperature in the plate? Semicircular plate. Let u of r comma theta be the temperature at any point p of r comma theta of the plate. Then u satisfies the two-dimensional Lit equation del square u equal to 0. That is that is dou square u by dou r square plus 1 by r dou u by dou r plus 1 by r square dou square u by dou theta square equal to 0. So what are the boundary conditions? What are the boundary conditions? Write down. The boundary conditions are boundary conditions are what are the boundary conditions here? A thin semicircular plate of radius as its winding diameter, temperature 0, na? And then f of theta at 0 less than theta less than pi. So we can write that f of theta equal to some k. So the boundary conditions are u of r comma 0 equal to 0 for 0 less than or less than k. Second one is u of r comma pi at theta equal to pi at theta equal to 0. R comma 0 means at theta equal to 0. Second one is at r equal to, sorry, at theta equal to pi. Theta equal to pi, that is also equal to 0. For 0 less than or less than a. Last one, boundary condition is that u of a comma theta. U of a comma theta, f of theta, where 0 less than theta less than pi. Now, what are the possible solutions are there? U of r comma theta equal to a1 r power lambda plus b1 r power minus lambda into c1 cos lambda theta plus d1 sin lambda theta. It is one. Second possible solution is u of r comma theta equal to a2 cos lambda log r plus b2 sin lambda log r v2 sin lambda log r into c2 e power lambda theta plus d2 e power minus lambda theta is the second one. Third condition is a simple condition a3 log r u of r comma theta equal to A3 log r plus B3 C3 theta C3 theta plus D3. Okay, there is a third solution. First one is as r tends to 0. R tends to 0 means the radius tends to 0. U must be tends to 0. U must be tends to 0. A finite value. Yeah, finite value. So if you are seeing that when r tends to 0, what happen? U must be tends to 0 na. So that solution 2 and 3 are not suitable for this. Even if you are taking this second one and third one, the values are tends to not tends to finite value. It tends to infinite value. So selecting one as select one as first you have to write the solutions 2 and 3. The solutions 2 and 3 are rejected. Therefore, the suitable solution is so for all the problems in semicircular plate, this is the suitable solution. A1 r power lambda plus not A1, no need to write A1 B1. Simply write A r power lambda plus B r power minus lambda C cos lambda theta plus C sin lambda theta. C sin lambda theta. So apply the boundary condition. Apply the boundary condition. What is boundary condition 1? U of r comma 0. First you have to substitute theta equal to 0. We get that A r power lambda plus B r power minus lambda into C. That it is equal to 0 na. So that is left hand side equal to 0. So what about right hand side? A r power lambda plus B r power minus lambda into C. So here this is not equal to 0. Of course, this is not equal to 0. So only possible is C equal to 0. Substituting C equal to 0, substituting C equal to 0, we get that u of r comma theta equal to u of r comma theta equal to a r power lambda plus b r power minus lambda A r power lambda plus b r power minus lambda into d, not cos, d sine, d sine lambda theta. Now apply the boundary condition. Applying boundary condition. When you are applying the boundary condition to u of r comma phi equal to d sine lambda phi, d sine lambda phi into a r power lambda plus b r power minus lambda. So u of r comma phi also equal to 0. So d sine lambda phi a r power lambda plus b r power minus lambda. Here this a r power lambda b r power minus lambda is not equal to 0. D also not equal to 0. Sine lambda phi equal to 0. So this is equating to sine n phi. Lambda phi equal to n phi. Lambda equal to n. Therefore substituting lambda equal to n in this solution, we will get that u of r comma theta equal to u of r comma theta equal to a r power lambda plus b r power minus lambda into d. No. We have to change now. Here it should not be because lambda equal to n. Therefore, a r power n, b r power minus n, d sine n theta. D sine n theta. So this can be written as relation of n equal to 1 to infinity. If you are taking that AD equal to some AN, AD equal to some AN, B D equal to B suffix n, AN, BN. Therefore, we can write this as AN R power n plus Bn R power minus n sine n theta. That is u of r comma theta. So this is r comma theta. U of r comma theta equal to summation of n equal to 1 to infinity a n r power n plus b n r power minus n sine n theta. Who is next over? Seminar about the So next step is as r tends to 0, as r tends to 0, u is finite. U is finite. Therefore, you can take that Bn equal to 0 because Bn into r power minus n is there, na? So as r tends to 0, q is finite, therefore bn equal to 0. Therefore, u of r comma theta becomes summation of n equal to 1 to infinity a n r power n sine n theta. Applying the last boundary condition. Applying boundary condition 3 here. That means u of a comma theta equal to summation of n equal to 1 to infinity. Sorry. Yeah. A n a power n sine n theta. We know that is some f of theta. So what is u of a comma theta? U of a comma theta is f of theta. If you are taking that a n a power n is some taking some bn. Therefore, u of a comma theta equal to summation of n equal to 1 to infinity bn sine n theta. So it is in the format of f of theta equal to summation of n equal to 1 to infinity bn sine n theta, which is the half range Fourier sine series. Half range Fourier sine series. Half range Fourier sine series. Where bn equal to what? 2 by pi, because length is pi. Length of the, in case if it is L, we can write 2 by L. Here, length of the diameter is pi. 0 to pi. Theta value is 0 to pi. Therefore, we can write 2 by pi. 0 to pi f of theta sine n theta d theta. Okay. So that problem is not ending here, because in case second case is given. So what is second case is given in the problem? If f of theta equal to some k, then what is Bn? Bn equal to 2 by pi integral over 0 to pi k sine n theta d theta. Okay, take it k outside. What is Bn here? Bn equal to 2k by pi 0 to pi sine n theta d theta. So 2k by pi integration of sine n theta is minus cos n theta by n from 0 to pi. So 2k by pi n minus, take it outside, cos n pi minus cos 0. Cos n pi value is minus 1 power n. So okay, fine. So Bn is what here? Bn equal to 2 by pi n, sorry, minus cos 0 is 1. So 2k by pi n into 1 minus cos n pi is minus 1 whole power here. Therefore, Vn equal to 0 if n is even. Vn equal to 4k by pi n, 4k by pi n if n is odd. So what is the final answer here? Final answer u of r comma theta, u of r comma theta equal to 4k by summation of n equal to 135 to infinity 1 by n r by a whole power n sin theta. Yeah, I'm writing that solution here directly, but you have to substitute the value and then you have to write r by a whole power. Then you have to show that how it come. Right.